Good evening. As we get into our discussion board and discussing open educational resources, OER, the tools for affordable learning. We're going to do the positives, the negatives, the pros, the cons. Basically, just talking about the overall benefits of OER and its open educational resources. One of the potential benefits for OER would be free or low cost for programs reporting how to save students millions on the cost of education. Low cost mean that students can access course materials from the start of the class to the end of the class. Therefore, they have every opportunity to make sure that they're being successful and they're succeeding. The customization for the faculty members who also use OER can customize their classes and instruction for their students using this. David Wiley, he's an adjunct professor who argues with the point of saying that that compelling with OER and its openness can facilitate more and meaningful, inclusive instructional practices for students. One that I totally agree on. It gives them a more of a broad range of opportunities as well. Another potential benefit is increasing support for the plug and play type of resources that as educators we use in the classroom. For instructors who have little to adapt to resources, OER projects like an OpenStax and how open learning initiatives are increasingly making packaged resources available. So let's further look at how these packaged resources, including like things like textbooks, with accompanying the resources for slides, clickers that the students tend to use in the classroom now with technology, when the teacher can ask a question and they can be in their seats and they can click their answer without even embarrassing themselves if the answer is wrong, or let the teacher will know, but other children in the room won't know. It saves embarrassment. It saves lowering self-confidence if they don't get a right answer. So that's another benefit. And this how it's also student-driven. OER are one of the ways of engaging students more deeply into the different programs that are being used in the classroom as well. In the educational process, moving beyond leisure activities and just text, just simple text, textbooks, dittos. It goes beyond that. It's an open education and it gives instructors, professors, teachers in the K through 12 program the tools to involve the students in the creation of their own learning. Lifelong learning experiences is another thing that a potential benefit of OER and how it's open. They allow the students to return the course content again and again before and after activities or courses have been completed as well. So the permanence of the OER in the classrooms for K through 12, how digital information is given, including how OER can disappear if it's not archived and backed up in a trusted repository. So things that they may have done, they may have be able to go back and pull up. They may resources they can go back and study for, study guides, those type of things. They also complex issues, although OER is an open license part to reduce complexity around intellectual properties issues. They do arise, and media images may produce complexity into different projects. So, other than you might have things like quality issues, you might have things like time. Those are potential, but overall, the potential issues that benefit OER are ones that we're most looking for. Organizations like Amazon, they take on OER, and they will also begin to monopolize and otherwise limit the openness of their own. So just imagine to the extent that we can do it within the classroom. But how does the OER concept apply to our K-12 or higher education? Well, educators improve courses and curriculum, making their school more effective. Students find additional resources to help them succeed, and independent learners enrich their lives and use the content to tackle some of our world's most difficult challenges. OEPs and OERs explicitly promote the SR activities: retain, revise, remix, reuse, and redistribute through a process of adaptation, combination, and replication and improvement. OER offer unique opportunities in the education. And although OERs are less popular than OA and OSS, they have attracted the interest of teachers and scholars who are in favor of open education. The openness movement is based on the idea that knowledge can and should be disseminated freely, and people should benefit from free knowledge. Promoting collaboration is central to open education, and an important goal is to eliminate barriers, whether they refer to geographical limits, high monetary costs, legal mechanisms. They prevent the collaboration among scholars or outdated materials. As I stated before, by the Open Education Consortium, sharing is probably the most basic characteristic of education. Education means sharing knowledge and information with others, setting a foundation upon which new skills, knowledge, and understanding can be built. In contrast with free resources, which can be assessed at no cost but cannot be remixed or revised, OERs are open materials which support sharing and can also be revised and mixed with other open resources and self-generated content to produce new materials that directly target learners and the teacher's needs. So, how do we analyze an example of school learning and provide both a case for and against it? How does this concept apply to the K-12 higher education? Well, the use of computers in education is now becoming more useful in our classroom. And students have the access to course media through devices including PCs, tablets, and smartphones. And the data generated by online learning, it has the potential to change the way we teach and learn. So in this brief survey, I've used as a resource, they explore the analyticals in teaching and learning, and particularly how learning can lead to educational innovations, and how in this particular online learning or in the classroom learning, they explore the many different analytical ways of teaching and learning. So basically, the overall for OER benefit wise is to make sure that we're taking learning to another level, to make sure that everything that we do in the classroom is keeping our children ahead and making sure that they succeed, but making learning engaging and making learning fun. Thank you.